Alright, welcome to Light with Prima, guys. This is Adrienne, and I am here to share with you, hold on, I know, it's okay. I'm here to share with you this awesome layout tonight and introduce to you some gorgeous new products from Prima, especially the oil pastels that they came out with. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to share them with you tonight. And I'll get to all the colors and how we can use them here in a second. But for now, this is the layout that I'm going to be doing. And it is using the Paintables. And the Paintables are, this is from the IOD. They created this back in 2008. And they're gorgeous. And they work so well with the oil pastels. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So you go out there and you can get them. I'm also going to give you some tips on other things you can do with them. And I'm going to be spending quite a lot of time and even extending it into future classes on how to use these babies because they're awesome and they're seriously no fuss, which I love. So this paper here, let me get up here and get you some nitty-gritty detail. It's gorgeous, and I mixed this with the Royal Menagerie collection, which is so vibrant. The colors of these flowers are to die for. Very beautiful. I love the blues. I love the greens, the olive greens, the purples, the pinks. I even did some oil pastel in here just to kind of give it a little oomph. But the flowers themselves are beautiful, and they mixed and married so well with the pastels. I'm really pleased with it. Okay, thank you, Sherry. I got them. Okay. So I'll do the announcements at the end. You guys remind me if I forget, okay? Which I very well might. Okay, so we're going to use the Paintables from IOD, created by Prima, and this particular paper is 811189, okay? And it's gorgeous. There's several different kinds of patterns that you have. Very pretty. There's some roses, berries, and tons of leaves. So I'm just going to take, this is seriously a no fuss creation. Okay. Sorry, Carrie's texting me and stuff. I have very minimal product here on the table tonight, which is new for me. I don't have any wet mediums. If you want something that's, you just want to sit down and create for an hour and you don't want a huge mess to clean up, I would suggest using these pastels. I went out and I had some daubers on hand. Certain companies make them, but I'm gonna be using these babies tonight too to help me along the way. Okay, and they're rolling everywhere. All right, so let's get started with these beautiful pastels. Alright, so the oil pastels are going on sale, and like Carrie said at the beginning of the show, they're going to go on sale in September, so you'll be able to get them then. There's 24 colors in a pack, okay? And this is, the number is, let me see, where is it? It's 814328. Okay, so I'm opening them up, and they're very beautiful. Okay, and you get 24 colors, and I flipped it over because I don't mind anything being on the back here. I've just been creating a bunch of different, I was playing around with it real quick. So all I did was I'll do it over here. I did a couple quick strips of it, and then I just chased it with my finger and blend it out, and see how smooth it is. It's gorgeous. So this is the yellow color. I have next to it the orange. What else here? I also have the yellow orange, which is in here, and salmon pink. I also added red and the vermilion. Okay, So that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors out of the pack, and I could go the whole way through. Beautiful. I'll do a couple more just to give you a variety. The sky blue is gorgeous. Look at that vibrant color, and I'm going to do next to it the cobalt blue. See how I'm just using, and I'm hardly using any of the stick, and I'm just kind of blending it down, and you can again blend them together like that. Perfect. Okay, so that's how I'm going to be blending tonight to get my layout, to get some different contrast, to get some realism there. Here's olive, which goes so pretty with the greens in the Royal Menagerie collection. You got some really beautiful colors here. Alright, and let's do light blue over here. I'm just giving you just a wide variety so you know what colors they have out. See, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? They're so vibrant. Alright, so that's just, you know, about 10 of the different colors, and I'm going to go through a few more here on the layout. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to do these big roses, and I took the magenta to start, and I just followed along these black detail lines. Okay, see how I'm just following along the lines, and then I took my dauber and spread it out like this. You can also use your finger, you don't have to have the dauber, and you can always go back in. And I really did not mind so much if I went out of the lines and went out into no man's land. I'm not really concerned about that because I think it just adds this little bit of whimsy that I really like. Okay? Look how vibrant that is. And then if I want it even deeper, obviously this isn't going to look completely exact, and I kind of want it that way because I want to give you guys a different variety of ideas of what you can do with that. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Looks very real. Goes on super smooth. You can make it lighter in some areas. Okay? And then I'm just going out here and I can go around the leaves. I'm sorry, not the leaves, the petals. And kind of fill them in. Alright? And then I'm not quite sure what these are. They kind of look like radishes to me. But I just filled those in pink too. So I just went around. One night, I mean, this is so simple. I remember I was watching a show on Netflix and just spent about an hour, maybe a little less, just coloring in this picture. Thanks, Gary. All right. So I just went around filling in, and then I just chased it with my dauber a little bit. And sometimes these big daubers are too big for what you're working on. So you can just go in with your pinky. And again, like, I'm not really all that concerned with staying in the lines. I think that's just the beauty of the pastels. It's just, you kind of just, they're a little carefree. Okay, so I'm going up here. When I first originally did this layout, I started doing blue flowers, and those were pretty too. It's just whatever you feel inclined to do. I'm sorry if the table's shaking. This is my craft table, and it's a little bit, it's getting kind of old now. I'm feeling really sad. Part of it, I sat on it once and it broke. So it's kind of sad. So I'm sorry if it's shaking. Trying not to shake it too much. Okay, look how pretty that is. So let's say you want to tone it down a little bit. You can just go and chase it with the white. See how I'm doing that? You can chase it down here, add some lines. You can go really soft. I did add some orange to these as well. So I go in with my orange just down here. And that's really going to add some just different interest. And I took my other dauber, just kind of blended it in. Okay. So I like the orange, so I'm gonna go back in. They're very smooth. They're not hard to work with at all. I mean, a beginner can do this. So pretty. I'm going to do these berries, and all I did was little circles. Okay. I got to make sure I get it all. Okay, there's like a rose down here. So I'm just kind of like following along the lines of the print on the paper. And just you can use that as your guide to kind of know where you want to lay down the line. Alright, here's a berry over here. So I'm just doing circles on these little berries. Here's some. And what better, I mean, if you're using this as a layout, what better picture? I mean, my daughter was in this little, I don't know, I guess they were, I don't know if they were weeds, but they were these gorgeous little yellow flower weed things in my mother-in-law's yard down near the mailbox. And this was a couple years ago, and I just found it in my stash of photos. I was like, this is perfect. Okay, so there's some berries here. So I would just, to save myself some time, I'm just going in where I see, well, I did pink, and then I'll go fill in. Okay, so I'm just going with my dauber. I can go like this. Whoop! And I just twist real quick, gently, and it blends it. See how I don't really care that it's going outside the lines? I mean, some people might, but I don't mind it. So I'm going to leave it like that. But I can chase it with my finger and do it that way too. Okay? You can also play with these on regular scrapbook paper. If you want to do a design, you can lay down one of Prima's stencils and kind of fill in and then blend with your finger. There's so many different things. What I am interested to see is how we can use these new resin angel faces, the resin flowers with the angel face centers. I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. So you might see that in the near future. Oh, this is a part of it too. So I can just blend downwards too. I don't even have to go and get my pastels unless I want to. And just fill that in. Okay, look how vibrant that is. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, they're retailing for about $20. I was researching online before I got on. I think a cherry on top has it for $19.95, but it's MSRP around 20. Yeah, isn't that a great price? I mean, especially if you're a beginner, like, and you don't want, it's like no fuss, you know. You're gonna get a great deal. They're beautiful. There's 24 colors. Like, you can't beat that. I'm just blending with the dauber right now. Okay? So now I'm going to go in with the yellow and fill in these teeny tiny little flowers. And you don't even have to blend them if you don't want to. I'll probably blend a little bit. But I mean, even that little bit, it's just so vibrant. And it's really no trouble. It's no fuss. It's kind of like you're doodling in high school again. Not paying any attention to the teacher. Just doodling in your notebook. It's relaxing to just color. Now I'll show you in a little bit, but you can even add these to the tips of your flowers. Just scrunch them up and kind of rub them over, like a darker color onto a lighter flower, or vice versa, and create some different new designs. Give a little uniqueness to your flowers. There's so much you can do. And obviously you can create creations with them. You can come up with your own artwork. So I'm definitely going to be playing around with these in the future, coming up with some new things to do with them, keep myself interested and occupied. And it is very relaxing. Okay? Look how pretty that is. How are you guys doing? Anybody have any questions so far? Yeah, there's nothing to it. I know that if you want to change it to paint, you have to add something, but for now, for this blending purposes, it's no fuss. You don't need anything. There's nothing extra to buy. I'm just blending here a little bit on these yellow flowers. And I saw Miranda yesterday on the blog did something beautiful with hers. I think she turned them into some type of watercolor. You'll have to, don't quote me on that, you'll have to go and look. So right now I'm going in and I'm going to do some of these beautiful leaves. And I'm using, where is it? It's yellow green. And these are really going to also complement, I need my, now it's starting to get on my fingers and blending messy. Alright, which is okay. These also really go, this green goes really beautifully with the Royal Menagerie. It's perfect for it. So I'm just blending. This pretty much is all going to be green. So you don't even need to follow the lines if you don't want to. If you just say, you know, those look like leaves, and just start making lines. And just do whatever you need, feel like you need to do. See how I did that? That was just so easy. That took no time at all. And then I'll just chase it with a dauber and blend. It's that easy. I mean, if there's lines in the leaves, I'll fill those in, but and then all the stems, I'd go gently with up here, close to the ends of the stems. Just fill in. And it's really that easy. I'm going to just go over it with my finger. It's perfect. And I'll add a little bit of contrast here in a minute to the leaves, so they're not all just this one color. And I did a little bit down here. Okay, I chased it with a little hint of blue down these middle of these leaves, and here and there and here. Just a little added interest and color. And that also kind of complements the blue flowers that I'm going to be adding. Oh, that's so sad, Barbara. Aw. Okay. All right. Where's my green? Here it is. Listen to me. So, I'm not going to do too much in here because it's all going to be covered and I don't want to waste my product. I will say that these go a long way. I mean, unless you're really pressing really hard 100% of the time, you're going to get, it's going to be well worth your investment. I'm just adding color down here. And then you can just add a little bit, just kind of blend it around. If you don't want all of it to be white. See, I'm just blending that together. Okay. Just giving you some up close look at this. And you can chase it with more blue if you'd like. And even you go in here with this raw sienna down the middle too. Just a hint of this dark. Just a little bit. Okay? Totally up to you. Because I don't want them to be completely bright green. And I'm just chasing that raw sienna with my finger right next to where I added the blue. So it's not covering it. And you just blend them together. Okay? Alright. I could see some beautiful creations coming out of this with that. Also with the Victorian Christmas that Frank came came out with, the new collection, the new Christmas collection. So beautiful, and obviously it's very Victorian, gorgeous. You can do other reds, some greens. You can definitely mix it and mix the two together. Okay, I'm just going down the stem. I'm just turning it upside down right now so I can have a closer look here. And then you can also go in with the olive. I don't want the background to be completely white, so I'm just going over it with my dauber. It's totally optional. It's just a personal preference of mine. Just adding a little bit of color to the background. So I'm almost done with these pastels. Does anybody have any questions about the pastels? I'll show you a few more of the colors in a minute. I'll add a little bit of blue. That blends so nicely. It's so smooth. You know how like if you like blend stuff, your fingers start to feel weird? Like I don't feel like that, and my fingers feel sensitive to that. So like, I don't like anything hanging on my hands. And I'm not bothered by this at all. Yeah, I looked up cherryontop.com, and they're not on pre-order, but you can be notified, at least with them, when they'll come in. Okay. What am I doing? I'm getting all discombobulated. Alright, I'm going to fill in just a little bit more here. And then I'm going to do all of my flowers, and then I'll go back and fill in what I missed. Where's my yellow? I'm just going up here. There's some more yellow flowers that I missed. And even just like a simple twist is enough to blend it. Okay. Maybe a little bit here. And I'm pretty sure this peeks out, so I should probably cover this. But I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to use what's ever left on my dauber. And it's not like the paint's going to dry or anything, so you can leave it on the dauber. Like, that's how I left it when I was done with my other project. The first one is I just left them in the bag, and I forgot about it. Alright. I'll do this and then be finished. Alright. And then I can go in here a little bit. Just fill in. Alright. So we're pretty much done with this. What do you guys think? So remember that you can add different colors on top of each other. So for this one I added the magenta, and then yellow, orange, and then I did add some white in there on that one. Okay? Alright. So let me go real quick behind here, and I'll give you, just take a short break and do a couple more colors so you can kind of get an idea. How about this one? This beautiful purple. And I'll do this Prussian blue. Ooh, I love that name. Prussian blue. And this is cadmium green. And just blend it down. And it doesn't take much. Ooh, that green is really pretty. I'm like really into green lately. I feel like my favorite color changes all the time now. Alright, and then maybe I'll add some of this magenta down here too. That's definitely a fave of mine. So you're getting quite a few colors now. No, they do not get muddy. I mean, I think with anything, if you add like water to it, maybe it might get muddy. But they pretty much stay put. As you can see, look how pretty those are. Here's a brown. Nothing's turning brown. I mean, they're all next to each other. And especially this one. Like, these are the same color family, and so are these. But, like, here, I'm mixing colors that are not on the same side of the color wheel at all. And they're not really muddying at all. Just blending, very pretty. But it's nothing disgusting where you're like, ew, that was horrible. Here, can everybody see that okay? Really vibrant here, and then you can just blend it out. Okay, I'll flip it over. So those are a few more of the colors. Anything that I missed that's worth showing? Did I do the light blue? Maybe the sky blue. Listen to me. Maybe I did do that. Yes, I did. I did that one earlier. I think maybe we might have done that one earlier too. The blues are really pretty. They're all pretty. Alright. So let's put those away for now. I'm so sad to put them away because I could play with them all night. Seriously, you can do so many things with this. You can get a coloring book out and start coloring. They're that fun. Let me wipe up my hands, and I just realized that I have a My Little Pony. My daughter came up to me and she's like, she put this ring on me. I forgot to take it off. How do you not notice that there's a huge honking ring on your hand? Okay. All right. So right now I'm going to start embellishing, and here we go. Here's the photo, and she's in that white little, that field of yellow flowers. And I just thought that that was perfect. There's some red in her shirt, and it just pops. So I just took my cardboard and I glued everything together, 2 little layers, to kind of give it some oomph and pop it up. I think I might have even actually added 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And glue is sticking everywhere. Why do I have so much trouble with glue? Okay. Lay down your picture first. I'm going to take these first, and they are Elizabeth. And what I love about these is they're all named after queens, and I just thought that was perfect that Prima did that. It was so cute. I got a little chuckle reading the names. So I just took some of this magenta oil pastel. Speaking of putting them away, I got them right back out. Just can't get enough of them. And they blend real nicely onto the mulberry flowers, these regular paper flowers. Perfect. Okay. You can add a little bit of water to it if you want. I don't have my mister with me, and I'm not going to bother going and getting it. But you guys get the idea. Okay. So I mean, since it's not like a flat surface, it might be a little more tricky to blend it, but just kind of blend outwards with your finger and keep turning it till you get how you want it to look. What's this about the cardboard? Do tell. I'm reading this. Cardboard touching the photo. Oh yeah, I do it all the time. What's wrong? Oh no. Is there? Yeah. Blue helps, but you can't. I'm sorry. I'm reading. I'm reading, Janelle. Tell me more. All right. So I'm just going to tuck this gently underneath here, like this. And I added, oh, this is another favorite of mine. These are Louise, which is 583293. Oh, the cardboard is not acid free. You know what? I never thought of that. Girls, thank you for reminding me. Wow, that's good to know. I did not know this. No, that's important. Because you want these to last a lifetime when you're long gone. Okay, I'm going to be using Mary, which is 583286. So I just pulled one out of Louise, which is really pretty. And let's go back to that for a second because I am going to pull this one out too. This Louise is so pretty. I love these gray stamens in the middle. This is a new idea that Prima came out with, just a different way to create the stamens. And it's the same way with the Elizabeth flowers too. And you get 6 in each pack. Alright, so I added that one, and I'll add that in a minute. Alright, this one is Mary, which is 583286. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about this cardboard and thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go back through all my layouts and check to make sure that they're fine. Alright, so I'm going to add this olive flower right here, and the embellishing is really super easy. Like, it takes no time at all, and it is so super fun. I added this blue one. Like I said earlier, these blue ones are really going to complement the background because I did add a little bit of blue. And what I did next was I took this flower. This is one of my favorites. There are 6 in a pack of these. Sorry. I want to say that these are fabric, but I'm not so sure. They feel like fabric. They could very well be the mulberry. I love the little yellow stamen in this one, which kind of also complements the yellow in the background. And I added 2 of those, so I actually used 2 packs of these. And I'm just doing some tucking in here and there. filling in. This one's hiding underneath the pink. And where is that other one? This one. Oh, this one is so pretty. This one has 12 pieces. It's Diana. Oh, Diana, Princess Diana. 583354. And I'm going to be using this, which is I'm going to put down in here. And I also added these little stemmy things. And that's probably why I pulled earlier tonight when I was prepping. I was like, well, why do I have two of these in my bin? And it's because I tucked in one up here. These little stamened, little viney flower thingies. I'm drawing a blank with the words. You guys know me. It's all good. I used 2 packs of these to get the little tiny flowers. And you can add these beautiful white, not white, green leaves. So I just tucked these in, spread them out a little bit, puffed them up. You know the drill. You know I love dimension. Make everything really big. Okay, so I set this aside for a second. Now everything's piling up. Alright. And we use these. We use 2 of these. And it is Maud, which is 583361. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay. You guys are cracking me up. And I just tucked that in there. I love these things. There are 4 different colors, and you can pull them apart. You just have to be real gentle. And there's different layers, and they go up like that, okay? Really pretty. There's a soft pink one, a purple, and which is also awesome, is they come with these beautiful leaves, glittered leaves, which are really pretty. And I didn't add, no, I won't add those tonight. I always got to get these wild ideas that I'm going to add on to layouts, and never is a good idea. Okay, so I did add another one of those. So I added another green down at the bottom. I mean, you can't get more perfect with these colors matching the background. They were just meant to be together. That's what I say. And I did add these green leaves down here. There's one. And there's 2. Okay? I just tuck that in back here. Alright, coming along. I already added one there. Gotta make sure I don't miss anything. Very important. This little pretty olive one. Sure thing. Give me 1 second. Girls, I'll show you those velvet leaves again. They're so pretty. Okay. Let me pull them out. I'll get one of each. And here are the velvet leaves, which I think this pack is really, really great value because you get all 4 of the little stemmed things, and then you get 8 leaves, so 2 of each color, One's a darker shade and one's like a lighter shade. Like this has two-tone. And they're glittered. They have glitter at the tips. They're about 1.5 inches long. Really pretty. And they just complement it so well. Like, just really pretty. Is that a flower? I love how Prima does a lot of the work for you. They take the guesswork out of it. I mean, you used to have to glitter the ends, and now they do it for you, and it's perfect. Like, glitter gets on my nerves sometimes, and they just make it so simple. But the glitter is such a beautiful addition to layouts and projects, and they just did it for you. All done. All right. What did I miss here that needs to be added still? There is that one flower. I need to find that. Here it is. I'm getting back out the Louise. There's one more, and I really got a lot of use out of that one pack. I used pretty much 4 or 5 out of the pack. And I just tuck this in underneath. Maybe I might add another one up here. I did not do this on the original, but I am going to add this blue flower because it's so pretty. Now, I could show you here. Let's see. I just added glue, which could get messy, but I'll wipe it off real quick. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So you could scrunch this up and just take a green oil pastel and just spread it around the tips like that and give it like a two-tone effect. Okay. It's kind of hard to see. All right. All right. And I'm just going to tuck it in back there. Ah, everything's sticking. And I added that really pretty little tiny one in this. The littlest one of all. It's so cute. It's like a little rose. It's really stuck to the paper there. It is Mary 583286. I feel like I've said that like a million times. Sorry. You girls understand. I'm tired. I'm a little tired this week. And I did add a leaf to that back one. I'll add a leaf from this pack. Okay, these are just regular paper flowers. There's no glitter. That's okay. I just scrunch it up. Okay? So it sits up a little bit. It doesn't sit too flat. And I just tuck it in to fill in here. And last but not least, I added these little paper roses, and they're Caroline 583347. Just center this. My camera went a little wonky here. It's tilting. Sorry, guys. And I added 3 of those, 3 of the green ones. And you get pink, purple, blue, and green. And they're two-toned as well. And I added one here, and one up here. Just kind of bring it all together. And that is pretty much it. So like I said, this is super no fuss. There's no dry time. I mean, obviously for the glue, but that's not a huge deal. I do love my color bloomness. Sometimes it's nice to just change things up. Get something a little bit easier, clean up. You don't have to dry anything or worry about smudging. And these oil pastels are it. They're awesome. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, Paula. Hi, Paula. Aw. Hey, Deb, PA. Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. You don't know how much it means to me to have you guys here. Aw. Anybody have any questions? So this is pretty much it. You can get the pastels. You get 24 in a pack. Gorgeous different array of colors. Hi. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. Oh, you guys are great. Aww. Yeah, I've been using Chrome. It's hit or miss sometimes. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to shoot over here and log into my email so I can get Carrie's announcements. I'm sorry, it's not email, it's text. Hold on. Okay, so announcements. The next show coming up is Bona, and she's creating an adorable little mini case on Tuesday the 25th of August at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, and that's 2 p.m. Eastern time. You can see it on the blog, the Prima blog today. It was at prima.typepad.com. They also have the warehouse sale. Their boxes are almost gone. I know that they posted a few things on Facebook the past few days about that. So get yours today at livewithprima.net. It's only $50 for $220 worth of goodies. That is amazing. What a steal. So you're going to get things heavily discounted. And you'll have lots and lots of Prima goodies. So run out there and get those oil pastels. Get some paintables while you're at it, and just play around and see what you can create. I also want to say this is my last show before, not my last show, before I go to Art Venture Canada in a couple weeks. I don't know if there's any Canadian gals out there, but I am so excited to be meeting you and spending some time with you guys creating. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm getting a little nervous to be flying, but I think we're good. It's going to be an exciting weekend. Just the gals. So, does anybody have any other questions? Questions. Oh, thanks, Carrie. Carrie has been my go-to gal. I've been bugging her all week, asking for advice about this and about this, and she's been so wonderful. Carrie's definitely been so great. Oh, no. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope so. I hope I do it justice. All right. Well, I better go find my glue topper so my glue doesn't explode again. Thank you. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you. I'm very humbled by this experience. It's been wonderful, and it's been a learning curve, just like anything else. It's been quite a long road, this scrapping adventure. Do I know how to speak Canadian? No, I do not. That's not good. I hope you don't mean French. I failed French class. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yes, I will be showing more about the oil pastels in future shows. I have something in the works right now for my September class. So you guys will have to join us again. It's something really different, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So, all right. You all take care and enjoy your weekends, and I'll talk to you all soon, okay? All right, see you guys.